Hey guys, it's RebeccaLynOberstadt. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my 2020 40th birthday wish list. This is some of these are things that I've talked about in other videos, and I'm sitting over this way so I can put pictures on the screen and I don't have to worry about moving the video and editing. And I'm double teaming my Apple devices here. I have the list here and I have the pictures here. Both of them are saved to Dropbox. I love using Dropbox. I'm not sponsored by them. I've been using Dropbox for years. It saves me a lot of time and energy, and with my hard drive right now that has crashed thanks to Dropbox and the ability to recover files that I've deleted on there for up to like 180 days, I've been able to recover a lot of the photos that I had uploaded off my phone to my hard drive that crashed. So that saved me a lot of work for my website. If you're curious about Dropbox, I will leave it linked down below. It is free to join. You don't have to like pay for anything. I am not sponsored by them. They have no idea who I am other than the fact that I've been with them since they became Dropbox. So since I found out about them, I joined. All right, so this is my wish list. These are things that I would love to own, and I just want to talk about some pretty things. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing on my wish list is the Glam Light Ice Cream Palette. I'm not quite sure how much it's going to be because the information is not on their website. I haven't found anything where Giselle has posted information about what it's going to cost on either Instagram or Twitter, or even their Facebook page, but I have never really been intrigued by one of their palettes before because they're always like super strange packaging and things like that, and that drives me insane. This is one of their first normal ones, and it has a good mix of like some bold, like neon looking colors and some pastels and shimmers, and so I'm guessing this is about $40. So that was the first thing that I had put on my wish list because I saw it the other day. I was like, oh, I want that. And I'm going to go ahead and preface this by saying nobody has to get me any of these things. It's just kind of wishful thinking. Since it is the big 4-0, you know, the over the hill mark. I had planned on doing an ice skating party for my birthday this year. I had found several local rinks and stuff that I could go to with a group of friends and do ice skating and stuff there. I love to ice skate. I haven't been ice skating in years. I also love to roller skate. But with what's going on in the world right now, that is not an option. So I will probably be spending the time at home alone with, you know, my dad being grumpy, and I will probably get ignored for my birthday again this year like I've been for the past 15 years. So this is my way of like, I guess, visually giving myself birthday gifts, because I usually don't get anything for my birthday. I know last year my friend Jason got me something and I was like super excited about that. And a lot of these websites do offer like gift cards and stuff like that. If anybody wants to send me anything, and you don't have to, I will leave my email that you can have e-gift cards sent to, and you know, maybe eventually when I get enough money, I'll end up buying everything on this list, because like I said, there are a few things on here that I have talked about in previous wish list videos. So the next item I have is actually from Nomad Cosmetics, and I gotta find the picture on my phone. They released the Orient Express palette. I tried to win it in a giveaway on several of their socials. I tried to win the palette multiple times and I didn't win it. It is $44 for this palette. It is larger than all of the other Nomad palettes that I own, and it has some really, really pretty colors that are a little different than what I already own from them, so that's why I was gravitated to it. Plus, if you guys don't know, I love history. I love learning about different locations. I know more about Europe than I do about the United States, to be honest, and I know most of the European royal families. I'm a really big history nerd. I like to watch history stuff and archaeology things, and I have watched, I think, every rendition of the Orient Express ever made, even the Doctor Who versions. So when I saw that they were coming out with this palette, I was stoked. So I really, really want it, and when I do get enough money, I will end up purchasing it. The next one is from JD Glow. I've tried to group these up by brand. The next 4 items are from JD Glow. One of them is the Lemonade Metallion shade. It's $7.50. It's this like beautiful, like sunshiny yellow color, and I think it's absolutely stunning. Then we have the Peacock Galaxy Shadow. It is also $7.50. Then there is the Cloud 9 Pressed Highlighter. It is like this multi-chrome that goes from like turquoise to blue to purple to, oh my god, it's gorgeous, and it's $16.50. Then the Synopsis pressed highlighter is currently sold out, but it's still beautiful and I still want it. It's like an icy lime greenish yellow to like a purple and pink and lavender kind of color. It does look like it shifts. That one's also $16.50, and I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. And I think that they have one of the big palettes, but I couldn't find it on their website. One of the big magnetic palettes. I won a palette from Lele Posh a while back, and then she decided to change her giveaway, and so she didn't ever send out the product that I won from the giveaway. And then she said she was going to send out the magnetic eyeshadow palette, but I also never got that. And I know she just moved, and other people have gotten the products that they won from the giveaway, but I still haven't won mine, or I haven't received mine. So I'm guessing she just completely forgot or whatever. It would be nice to get it because then I could put all of my eyeshadows in one place because her magnetic palette is huge. But I don't have my hopes up to ever get that palette, to be honest, because I don't think that she'll ever send me the giveaway that I won. Which is sad, because I do like a lot of the products that I have bought from Lele Posh, and I do have a product on here, but because their site is not active right now, she'll go and she'll like just turn everything off on her website so you can't see anything to buy it. But there's a product called Amplify on their website that I would really like to try. It's really good for people with dry skin. It helps make your shadows and stuff pop if you either mix it with the shadow or use it under the shadow. It causes the shadow to be more intense. So I really wanted to try that for a long time now. And every time I went to buy it when I had money, it was out of stock or the website was completely blank like it is right now. I am an affiliate with I'm an affiliate with Nomad Cosmetics. You can do, I think it's Rebecca, and you can save 10%. I don't earn commission from that. And the same thing with Lele Posh. It's either Rebecca or Rebecca 10. I'll leave, all of my affiliate codes are listed in the description box, and they have been for a while. So if you are looking for discount codes for affiliate or for like indie brands and stuff, I do have a couple of them, so they're always listed in the description box. So I did want to try the Amplify. I still am bummed about the fact that I won a giveaway and it's been months and I never got the product, or I never got the replacement product that she said she would give out. So I'm not even going to hold my breath anymore on getting what I won. So it is what it is. It was worth a shot. It would have been nice to have, but again, you know, it's a giveaway. Did she break FTC by not sending out the things? Yes, but whatever. Then we have some products from Sydney Grace. I've wanted to try them for a while, but I saw this palette, the Tiny Marvels palette from Mel Thompson. I don't follow Mel Thompson. She is too rich for my taste. She does have some beautiful tattoos. I don't understand the bug aesthetic on the palette. I could care less about the packaging. I like the color story of the palette, and I've had my eye on Sydney Grace for years now. I just haven't had the money to go and buy anything from them. The Tiny Marvels palette is currently sold out. It's got a pre-order going on right now on their website, so you can like put in to pre-order it. It's $52. And then there was a couple of single shadows that I've really wanted for a while. One of them is this beautiful like rich royal purple called Beauregard. It's a multi-chrome. It's $15. And then there's Chameleonaire, which is also a multi-chrome. It's like this beautiful green, and it's also $15. There is I want to make sure that I've got, there should be a cream shadow. Where are you? Oh, there we are. There is this beautiful like cream shadow that looks like straight up liquid silver. It is called Down the Coast. It is $8, and I would love to try that out. When I was growing up, we used to do like one shadow from lid to, you know, lash line to brow bone, and then do silver eyeliner. So that reminds me of like the middle school and high school day makeup when I used to use that kind of silver. And it's hard to find a really good silver liner now. Back in the 80s and 90s, it was easy to find them. Now, not so much. Then we have Colored Rain. Colored Rain has a couple of products. One of them is their newest palette. It is the Juicy Boost Pressed Pigment Book Palette. They have two layouts for this. I wanted to try the little one that looks like it's got 9 pans, and then you flip it up and it's got another 9 pans instead of the big long oblong palette. This is $52. It doesn't matter if you buy like the oblong one or the square one. It's the same price. You get the same shades. So I wanted to try that. Those have really pretty shades in it. And they have a Vivid Brights palette that I've wanted for a while, but this really kind of caught my eye. Now they do sell a magnetic palette that holds 96 magnetic palettes. I picked the purple one because I like the purple over the pink. I don't care for the millennial pink shade. It's just not for me. And the big magnetic palette is $45, and the thing I believe is like this big, if not bigger. It's humongous. But again, I would be able to put all of my eyeshadows in one spot instead of having like 6 or 7 magnetic palettes that I currently do use to, you know, separate my eyeshadows out. Then there is the Arabian Nights satin lipstick. It's this beautiful, again, royal purple color. It reminds me of the Beauregard shade from Sydney Grace that I really like. And it's $17 for their lipsticks. I do have one of their other lipsticks that I got from a Trend Mood 1 box, and I really enjoy the formula of it. And I don't have a purple like this in my collection, and I would love to own more of their lip products. And lastly, I have a single shadow from them, and it screams Halloween to me. This is Halloween Pumpkin Orange, and the color is called Pumpkin Pie. It is $6.99 for the shade, and I was like, I want that color. I love Halloween. I love wearing like orange and purples together. I also like wearing orange or green and purple together, and I also like wearing green and orange together. I love the Halloween colors. It's just something that I'm drawn to. I love Halloween. It is my favorite holiday. It's the only holiday nobody has ever died on. I love Halloween so much, I actually got married on Halloween. The man I married was a piece of garbage, but you know, it's still my favorite holiday. We'll just, you know, skip the fact that I got married on my favorite day of the year. Next brand is Juvia's Place. I have a few items from them. The first item is the Warrior 3 palette. I want to see how good that yellow is. I want a really good, nice pigmented yellow shadow that doesn't look like sidewalk chalk on my eye. I only have one palette that has a really good yellow, and it's a pastel, and I want something a little bit more punchy. So I like the looks of this palette for the fact that it has a more vibrant yellow to it. Then we have their foundation stick. It's in the shade Tokyo. I gotta find the picture. Their Tokyo, it's like fair with a neutral undertone. The warm undertone that they have is more of a light, for light complexions, and it's probably gonna be a little too dark for me. Plus I would only use it for like concealer. I wouldn't use it for like all over my face because I just don't wear foundation. And the basically it is a foundation stick, but it has like multi-uses and stuff. This is $16. Then there is the Sweet Pink eyeshadow palette for $14. This one here, in a couple of different pictures, it looks different. In some pictures it's all pink. In some pictures it has a really pretty like orange shadow in it. Again, Halloween orange, something I'm drawn to. But I really like the difference of shades in this pink palette. And if you've ever used Juvia's Place shimmer shades, they are amazing with a dry brush, with a wet brush, with a finger, over glitter glue, without glitter glue, without primer, with primer. Oh my God, they're absolutely amazing. So yeah, I want that. And then lastly from Juvia's Place is the Wahala palette. Now, I don't like the fact that there are pressed glitters in here, because I really don't like seeing those in eyeshadow palettes, because very rarely, if ever, do I use them. I do have a couple of pressed glitters, but I really forget about them. I also have some glitter gels, and I have quite a few loose glitters as well, and I'm looking at making biodegradable glitters, or actually, they're already made, I just have to pick colors. So I have samples in right now for biodegradable glitters that I'll be working with here, and I just got them today, the day I'm filming this. But this palette is really pretty. I can see using like that very first row with that really pretty burgundy, and then all the various shades of like purples and silvery purples as like one look. I could see using row by row by row by row as like one look, and then the top 4 using that as another look, and the bottom 4 as another look, and then the next 4. I can see breaking this palette down into like so many different ways. You could do a look that's diagonal, you could do a look that's straight up and down, you could do quads. I mean, looking at this palette, I see so much potential in so many different eye looks. And right now it is currently sold out on their website, but it retails for $36, and I wouldn't mind owning that either. And I do have 2 Juvia's Place palettes, and so yeah, I already know I love their eyeshadow formula. Next we go bougie, but these are things that I really like. I have a little sample of the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream that I got from an Ipsy. It was the item I got to pick. I have just a smidgen of it left, and I love what this stuff does to my skin. The full size of this product does cost $68, but it is so amazing. I haven't found that it irritates my eyes. It doesn't irritate my skin. No matter how dry my skin is, even when water burns my skin, this doesn't irritate me. And I really appreciate that about the product, because some skincare really does piss my skin off. And a lot of skincare that has any form of fragrance in it at all really pisses my skin off. So I would love to get like a full size of the Moisturizer I already know I love. And then the other product that I put in my wish list is the rice polish and the calming formula. They have several different formulas, like they have gentle and then they have like deep clean and things like that. I wanted to get the calming one because I've noticed like right in here on my face, I've been getting really bad dry patches that turn red. I've been getting dry patches on like the sides of my nose. I have like a breakout that came up here the other day and it's like a little red dot. Looks like somebody went boop on my nose with a red Sharpie. So I would really like to try this, and this is $65. And I know a little goes a long way. One of these like the little jars lasts a minimum of 6 months. And I know that little sample of the face cream that I have has lasted me 2.5 months already. So I can imagine the full-size moisturizer lasting me for like a minimum of 6 months, if not a year. So I'm very sparing with my products. Okay, next we have ColourPop. Now, for those of you that have been here for a while, you know that I like the So Jaded palette. It's on my wish list yet again. It is $39. I still want it. And then I went and shopped at their skincare side of their site. So the Fourth Ray Beauty, they have this like skincare set that is Remedy and Rainfall. Rainfall is a hyaluronic acid serum, and Remedy is a niacinamide serum as well. That's $26 for the set. I think it would be like a double whammy for my face to give me hydration as well as to help with some of like the breakout scarring that I have on my chin and right here on my forehead. I would really like to try some of their skincare to see if it would help also with that. I have been using my ordinary products. I also have Incubus that's on my wish list of stuff to try, but I want to physically get some of the Incubus stuff before I like put it on a wish list. I really do want to get at least one of their products to try it first before I go and add a whole bunch of stuff to a wish list, not knowing how the products would work. The next thing that I have is this Opalite Crystal Gua Sha skincare tool. It is $22. It's supposed to help with like swelling and drainage and the lymphatic system, and helps with fine lines, wrinkles, and all kinds of other things. Opalite is actually glass that is made to look like opal. So I've heard good things about them, and there's a girl that I follow on Instagram who is a skincare specialist, and she talks about using one of these, and she says basically you can buy them from anywhere and use it. But I actually like the looks of Opalite. I made a bracelet out of Opalite. I think they're 12 or 15 millimeter round beads that I made. I'll see if I can find a picture and stick it on the screen. I made an Opalite bracelet that's like stretchy and it's really pretty, but I ended up making it too big for me, so I decided I'd list it for sale. So that usually is what happens because I have a really tiny wrist. The next is I have a blush on here. This is the Kissin' a Frog pressed powder blush for $12. It is part of their like Disney Princess collection, and I was surprised it was back in stock. I thought that once the Disney stuff was done, it was done, but it was back in stock, so I was like, okay. And then you guys that know me know I love my greens. I threw in a Super Shock Shadow in Empire. It's $6. I have Frog in the Super Shock Shadow formula, and I really like it, and I can use it as an eyeshadow and a highlight, but this Empire shade is really pretty, and I think it would go really well with the Beauregard shade from the other brand I talked about a minute ago, because, you know, purple and green. I'm crazy about purple and green together, because green's my favorite color, so. And then lastly, we have from ColourPop the It's All Good palette. Where did I put you? This reminds me of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette, and I wanted that palette, but I don't support Morphe, and I really don't support Jaclyn Hill, so this is the closest thing that I'm going to get to that palette, and it's $34. I think it is also sold out on their website right now, but it reminds me of the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette from Morphe, and it's from ColourPop, and I like their eyeshadow formula, and it's cheaper than the Jaclyn Hill palette, so win-win and double win, so there's that. Then we have a couple of more items, and then we're done. We have 2 palettes from Lethal Cosmetics. Lethal Cosmetics is a German-based makeup brand, and they have this After Dark palette that was inspired by like the 80s, and the colors in there just make my mouth water. These are so beautiful. I mean, if this was a gumball machine, I'd be putting a quarter in right now just to get one of every one of these shades, just to stuff the gumballs in my mouth that chew them, because these are all beautiful colors. Probably wouldn't end up a really pretty color, but you know, it's a whole other story. So the pre-made palette is actually $47, and then I went and picked out more shades that I liked that I've wanted to try from this brand, and I built a palette that ends up being $67.20. You get the same amount of shades in both palettes, but one is one that they designed and one is one that you design. And they have very similar color stories to them. And I did leave a list of what colors I did pick out down in the description box. I'll have that listed so you can see what colors I really want to try. And then lastly from the brand is it's called Scatter. It is an icy lavender with blue highlighter. And it's like this white icy highlighter color, and it's beautiful, and I want to try it. And I think it's gorgeous, and I'm just going to continue to drool over it. Ooh, and my battery's flashing. That is it. That is my birthday wish list, my 40th birthday wish list, or video wish list, or wish list. However YouTubers want to say them. My birthday is September 27th. I will be 40 at 9:40 a.m. But I mean, I love a lot of these palettes. I would love to own them when I do get enough money set aside for like things that I can buy new makeup and stuff with. I would love to own some of these things. Until then, I will just drool over the pictures that I saved off from their websites. And a lot of these are indie brands. Lethal Cosmetics is an indie brand. Colored Rain is an indie brand. Juvia's Place is an indie brand. Sydney Grace, Lele Posh, Shady Glow, Glam Light, Nomad. They're all indie brands. The only ones that are not indie brands, I think, are Tatcha might be too, because I don't know if they're owned by a parent company. Tatcha and Colored Pop are the only two that might be non-indie brands, but the rest of my list are basically indie brands. There are a few things from Wicked Cosmetics or Wicked Artistry Cosmetics that I really want to try, but every time I go to look for the item on their website, it's out of stock. They have these beautiful like cream shadows. I will see if I can find a graphic. It's red. I really want to get it, but it's like a huge thing of it. I want to just use it for like an eyeshadow. I wasn't going to do like too much artistic stuff with it, and unless I'm going to paint myself to be the devil, I don't really need a whole thing of like the cream product that's in that shade. So, and I don't do a whole lot of cosplay. I probably could, but I don't. That stuff takes a lot of time to film, a lot of time to edit, and I don't have the patience for that. And I already have enough gray hairs from the editing I do now. So anyways, let me know what you think of my wish list. I will leave all of the products linked in the description box down below, as well as the information from where they come from and how much they are. And maybe you will find something that you like the looks of that you would be interested in buying. And if you do, let me know. And let me know what you think of the list. And like I said before, if you would like to send me like an e-gift card, I know a lot of these websites do offer that. You're more than welcome to. I'm not asking you to. I also have like PayPal and Venmo and Cash App. All that stuff's listed in the description box. But you don't have to buy me anything. It's just the view's enough. You know, a view and a comment, thumbs up. That'd be great. Anyways, I will see you guys in another video very soon. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you later.